So I'm very excited that I finally get to make this announcement because it's been a long road to get to this point, but the plans for my urban logging trailer, they're finally done and finally available, and I am beyond ecstatic about being done with these. Just like the Sawmill Plans, this was quite a lot of work to put together. So in this video, I thought we'd just kind of go through the plans a bit so you can see what's included in them, how they're laid out, and all of that. I designed this trailer based off of all of the years I spent for covering logs with my old trailer. I really took everything that was working and mostly what wasn't working with that trailer, and I put them into this design. So one of the things that did work really well with that trailer was its small size. A lot of the log pickups that I do are in really tight areas. They're around the back sides of garages or like in an alley that a long trailer can't really maneuver to get to that log. But I also wanted a lot of weight capacity in that smaller package, which is not a very commonly available thing to find. I also knew based off of all those experiences that I needed and wanted a trailer that could keep up with the demands of recovering these logs. It's not a very gentle process. It is very, very tough on the equipment. So all of the times that I found the failure points of my old trailer kind of led me to this, to make something that you can create an anchor point for a winch line literally anywhere without having to worry about something breaking or a part shearing off or some welds failing or whatever silly thing can happen in the process. And there's a lot of other smaller little things here and there that leads me into how the plans are laid out. So if you have the Sawmill plans, the trailer plans are going to be laid out very similarly to this, so it should feel pretty similar. I guess similar is the best word for that. So every single section is set up as like its own little chapter. So if I go to the section here on the frame, so when you get to the first page of the chapter, you have an illustration of what the chapter is going to be covering visually. So in this case, you're doing basically the entire deck frame assembly and everything going on up here on the tongue. And then the first page within that chapter is this write-up, which gives you a lot of the why or the reasoning behind why a lot of the stuff is built or designed the way it is. So that's how all of the chapters are laid out. And maybe I got ahead of myself a little bit because this is like already 18 pages in. In the beginning, there's this little thing that I wrote to tell you about some more whys behind things. You have a table of contents / index. So this is going to give you the location of all different chapters. Those are the ones in bold. And then all of the items here listed are all of the steel parts that you'll be fabricating, what they're called, and where you can find them in the plans. So you have like a nice little index to go to find whatever it is you're going to be making. So those are all the fabricated parts. And then for, let's see, we got a few different views in case you want to look at things visually. They're all in there. Back view, front view, top view, bottom view, isometric view, whatever view, they're all there. Then you have your bill of materials. So this is going to give you all the steel pieces you're going to need, the bulk steel. For the longer steel parts, we give you a cut list or cut diagram so you can make all your cuts from your full-length steel if you're going to do it yourself, and I have a steel yard do that for you. And then there's some more of that. And then we get into the parts list for all of the different components that you'll buy that are not actually going to be fabricated. So you have a full bill of materials for the entire trailer, and it's all right there with you with pictures and everything. So the plans are pretty detailed. There is pretty much everything you could possibly need to fabricate or make everything that I made on mine. It's all here laid out, really nicely for you. This one is, we've got 83 pages. That's how long this set of plans are. So they're like 2/3 the length of the sawmill, which is still a lot of detail. It also comes with the wiring schematics for the lights and brakes. This is one of those things that I spent a lot of time fixing and repairing on my old trailer. So I designed the layout of the lighting and all the lighting stuff, the wiring chases and everything, so that I would never have to mess with or deal with fixing wiring again. And at least so far, it's been 5 years, I haven't had to fix any wiring, which is kind of nice. But if it does have an issue, it'll be easy to fix because I planned for it. So just like all the other plans, these ones are provided digitally. So as soon as you order them and check out on the website, you get your email receipt that has a link to download the set of plans. And the nice thing about that is that every single time you click that link, it always brings you to the most up-to-date version of these plans. So if there are any errors in here, any changes that I make over time, you'll always be able to download the most current set of those plans. And it makes it really easy to keep track of, do I have the most current version of these plans in case something does change. For pricing on these, I set them up to be on sale for the rest of the month. That's just my way of saying thank you to all the folks that have been looking for these for all these years, been asking me for them. That's one side of it. The other part of it is there's probably going to be something that I missed. So I expect that there'll be a version revision shortly after people start getting their eyes on the plans. So that's another little like, this might not be perfect yet. So here's a small discount. They are listed there for $35. Regular price is going to go up to $55 once they're past this introductory period. And just like a lot of the times when I do an introductory thing like this, they will never be this cheap again. And so far, I've held my word on that one. Now, for those of you who want to take it to a whole nother level, I also have a, whatever I'll call it, a launch version, limited edition version package thing of the plans. So first off, you get the digital version of the plans, just like if you had just ordered the plans. So you get those, right away. On top of the digital version of the plans, I will also be making a printed version of them. So just like I did with the Sawmill plans, you'll get a fully printed, bound, spiral bound version of the plans. All of the pictures and everything are in color and all that. So you get an actual physical copy of the plans. You'll also get your choice of hat or ball cap, whatever, either the MC logo or the Slab Master logo, and a t-shirt, your pick of my silly face, the MC logo, or the Slab Master logo. And lastly, you'll also get both sticker packs, the regular stickers and the Sawmill sticker pack thingy. That package will also be available through the end of the month. And then at that point, I should have some revisions so I have a better feel for what will be the final version of the plans. I'll go off the print and then get them printed, get it all together. And this will probably ship sometime in early August, but you will get access to the digital version of the plans right away when you order. So for those of you interested in something a little bit more rambunctious, I have that. So that's my little spiel on the trailer plans. Again, super excited. These are finally all put together. It's a huge amount of work to do these, so I'm very happy that it's complete and they can go out there and help folks on their own log recovery journey. So that's it for trailer plans. Let me know if you have any questions about those. Otherwise, I will see you in the next one.